What's going on, everybody? You're tuned into the Evolved Mastery podcast, and I'm excited, guys. I went live and I posted my podcast recording live on Instagram, and so we were streaming, and the feedback, the applause, the love was just so phenomenal. But of course, I didn't leave it there, because if they want to listen to it, if they missed it or only caught part of it, I want to start bringing them over to the podcast so that they can listen to some more greatness, some more inspiration, some more flow as we evolve together to create magic in our lives. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into that live recording. And I want to know what you guys think. Leave a rating, leave a review, and share the podcast, man. We want to impact the world. And I believe that I'm impacting some world changers. I'm impacting some individuals who know that they've been called for something greater. And it's time for you to rise. It's time for you to show up as everything you were created to be. So as you ride with me, walk with me, and listen in to this episode of Evolved Mastery, we're going to be talking about something very special today. And yeah, you guys, just listen in. Here we go. What's going on, guys? You're tuning into the Evolve Mastery podcast, and I'm your host, Princeton Clark. It's so exciting to have you here with us today. You know, as I'm going to be diving into a topic that I think so many people struggle with, that limits their ability to create what they have the ability to create in their lives. Now, that topic is success versus significance. See, I find that so many people, like myself for many years, was striving to be successful. I wanted to create a successful life, because if I created a successful life, then I could impact more people. I could do more of what I wanted to do. I could create a situation and a reality for my family where they would have more choices, more options, all the stuff, you know. So I wanted to create this experience, and I was chasing success because I had been taught all my life, if you want to have an impact in your life and in the lives of other people, then you're going to have to be successful. Now, however true that may be, there's something a little bit deeper that I want to tap into, and that's the importance of significance. See, because a lot of us talk about wanting to be successful, but truly successful people are people who tap into something that's going to create significance in their lives and in the lives of everybody that they're connected to, right? So I want to talk about that today, because a lot of people, you hear a lot of talk about success. But I always say, if it doesn't impact the life of another, is it truly success? See, I've grown to this point after being a speaker and being a coach for many years. I've grown to the point now where I no longer chase success. I no longer even think about success like most people do. Instead, every day I wake up, I ask myself, how will I create significance today? How will I create significance with my family? How will I create significance with my friends? How will I create significance with my business? How will I create significance in every area of my life? Because if I can create a level of significance each day that I wake up, then every day I'm leaving a legacy. So that leads me to this place where I ask the question, you know, what will my legacy be today? How will I impact people today? How will I change the world today? How will I change my inner world today? Every day is about significance for me. And I want to hip you to something. See, when you live every day seeking significance and desiring to create significance, what begins to happen as you're creating that significance is that success automatically follows. I believe it was Zig Ziglar who said, you help enough people get what they want, you'll always have what you want. You help enough people get what they need, you'll always have what you need. When you look at the world and you see where you are and you understand that you are the root to the tree of your life, as I always say, you understand that if you're going to create anything that's going to create strategic and tangible success that outlives you, then it's going to have to be done in a way that creates significance. So, you know, it's not really a topic and it's not an argument. If you believe that chasing success or seeking success is going to open up doors and create a legacy, then by all means do it. But one thing I can show you is that if you look back in history and you look at the people who have created massive empires, it's because along the way, they also did something to impact someone else. they also they did something to impact not only their personal life, but those closest to them. And they created this level of significance because it wasn't just about what they could do to help themselves. It was about what they could do to help other people. All the great stories in the world had something to do with the impact of one person's vision or dream on other people. One person's gifts impacts on other people, and so I don't personally seek success. Success is a byproduct of creating a life of significance, so if you're waking up every day and you're saying, I'm going to create what I have the ability to create, and I'm going to manifest what I have the ability to manifest, but today I'm going to do something to add significance. Today, I'm going to significantly change my life by taking significant and strategic steps to creating a life or creating a reality today that doesn't just impact me, but it impacts everything that I touch. See, I want someone to feel loved today. I want someone to feel special today. I want someone to feel like they're valuable today. I want someone to feel like what they're giving birth to is worth it today. Are you guys listening to me? I see I got some people here in Instagram. I'm actually live on Instagram right now, and you guys know in podcast land, I don't always do this, but I was feeling a little spunky today, so I decided to do it. But as we continue to take this journey, I talk about how along my own journey in the beginning, I was chasing success because growing up where I grew up, I thought that if I had the nice house, I had the nice car, I had the stuff, quote unquote, my life would be so much more blessed. But then I realized that I was already blessed. I was already blessed to be a blessing. I was already, from the moment that my life changed, every single breath that I would breathe would be a breath of change. It would be a breath of power, a breath of influence, a breath to create inspiration and bring light to the world. See, I wake up every single day now, no longer seeking the nice car, the nice house. But guess what? That stuff comes as a byproduct because every single day that I wake up, I'm living to love myself. I'm living to love my life. I'm living to love those connected to me. I'm living to love those that I am inspiring and uplifting, those who know that they are a rare breed and those who know that they are capable of achieving some massive level of impact in the world. See, everybody doesn't care about this stuff. See, at this point, I don't care about this stuff. If I get it, great. The things that I'm already blessed with, great. I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, one day I'm going to take my last breath. And, I like how Mike Epps said in one of his skits on one of his interviews, he's like, everything you have right now is rented. When you leave, it's going to go to someone else and it's not yours. You can't take it with you, and so I know that not only am I utilizing the time that I'm blessed with right now, I'm also at the point of where I see that when I leave this world, the stuff can't come with me. But guess what? My impact and my significance will outlive me. And so every day when I talk about significance, are you living in a way that your habits and your rituals outlive you? See, if your habits and your rituals are outliving you, if you're showing up every day to create a life of impact and significance, then that means that every day I show up, I'm impacting someone's life in a way that makes them believe that anything is possible. They begin to step into that possibility. They begin to step into that expansion. They begin to step into that evolution. And as they step into the expansion and the evolution of what they are, living in a state of significance, success automatically follows them. But the greatest success of all is achieving a level of love within yourself that infuses itself into your business, into your relationships, into your parenting. And if that's not happening, I'm sorry, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're not successful. You're not successful if you're not living every day of your life to leave a mark that will outlive you. See, because this is not about the stuff. It's not about who does what or who has the most. It's about the impact. And there is no right or wrong in how you impact because everybody has different gifts. Everybody shows up in different ways, and so we just have to honor what I bring to the world, what you bring to the world. Individually, I honor my ability to speak. I honor the growth and the wisdom. I honor the challenges. I honor and I sit in gratitude knowing that every part of my journey was purposed exist in order for me to become something of significance in the world. See, everything you've ever had to grow through has been preparing you to create and to live a life of significance. It's been giving you, as I always say, pain is preparation for purpose. You've been trying to figure out why you've been experiencing what you've been experiencing. It's because the spirit in you knows that you are worth so much and you have so much to bring to the table. You are worth so much and you have so much to give to this world that I need to take you through a series of experiences to shatter and break down that false personality and persona that you believe is you, so that I can expose the spirit of what you are and the significance of the vision that I have placed in the belly of that spirit, so that you can give birth to the totality of everything that you have come to bring to this world. The moment you begin to take that path, and this is something I talk about in my book, Awakening Your Inner Master, going deeper, really digging deep in the mind, body, and soul, understanding the level that you must flow from in awakening your own inner master, so that you can truly take the journey of self-mastery to unlock your power, your potential, and your purpose. If you guys are in podcast land, are listening to me right now, and this is speaking to your spirit, those of you in Instagram world right now, if you're listening and this is speaking to your spirit, if you have not gotten a copy of my book right now at this point, I want to challenge you, go to the link in my bio and grab your copy today. And I tell you what, if you purchase a copy of my book, and if you email me or DM me on Instagram with a photo of your purchase on Amazon of the copy of my book, at the end of this month, I'm going to be bringing all of you in, and I'm going to do a free 2-hour training on awakening your inner master. Free 2-hour training on awakening your inner master, but you have to go purchase the book, and then you have to take a screenshot of your purchase and the delivery and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to be checking with you. You know, don't try to purchase it and then cancel your order just to show me. I know how some of y'all be doing, man, but I'm totally joking. Some people do it, but no, I'm totally joking. But what I want you to do is, after you've gotten the book, take another picture of it just to confirm. And at the end of the month, I'm going to, probably the last Saturday of the month, everybody that purchased a copy of my book between now and maybe the final week of the month before the last Saturday of the month, and sends me that, DM me at Princeton Clark on Instagram, at Princeton Clark on Instagram, a screenshot of your purchase of the book, and I'm going to send you a link so that you can join me in a live Zoom training where we talk about awakening your inner master. And I'm just going to open it up for you guys. You're going to be able to ask questions, and we're going to have some fun, guys. But listen. Back to the topic at hand, living a life of significance. Significance versus success. Success versus significance. Success is great, but I always say significance will always trump success, because significance comes first if you truly want to be successful, if you truly want to live a whole life. See, I don't want a partial life. I see plenty of people early in my journey. I watched plenty of people make money who were still miserable. I watched so many people create and chase success who didn't have happy relationships, who it was never enough for. They were always chasing the next thing. They had the houses, they had the car, but they weren't whole. They weren't happy. They were probably some of the most miserable people that I had probably ever met. So early in my journey, I stopped chasing success, because I said, if that's what success brings, I don't want it. I do not want it. I just want to make a difference in the world, and whatever daily bread the Spirit wants to bring me on a daily basis so that I can continue to do that, I'm grateful, because I don't know what's going to happen in the next breath. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I just want to be in a state of gratitude in such a way that I can walk in love unbothered, where I can set my face as stone and say, I will not be moved, because I have been called for something so much greater than me. I started living according to purpose, and in my purpose, I found my significance. In my purpose, I found my ability to serve. See, when you truly live a life of significance, significance is what leads you truly into a deeper level of purpose, because as I always say, purpose is rooted in service, but service is rooted in love. But if you look at it in reverse, it really requires you to love yourself so deeply, to love and honor each moment and every other person on this planet in each moment so deeply, that you desire to serve. And as you desire to serve from that state of love, you create purpose, because purpose is rooted in service. Service is rooted in love. See, I only want to live my life in a way that creates massive impact for those who truly want to create change in the world. And I tell people all the time, I'm not everybody's flavor of the week. I'm not here for everybody. You know who I'm here for? Podcast land. You know who I'm here for? IG. You know who I'm here for? I'm here for the world changers. I'm here for the rare breed. I'm here for the people who are saying I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm here for the people who are saying I'm ready to level up my life. I'm tired of playing it small. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of waiting for somebody to save me. I'm tired. I'm ready to change the world now. I am ready to get around some people who are going to speak to that thing in me, even when I can't see it, and who are going to kick me off the curb, kick me off the cliff so that I can form my wings and I can fly. See, everybody's not ready for that. Everybody's not ready to invest in that. They'd rather go spend a dollar here, $100 here on a little week course just to say I'm in personal development, I'm in professional development, but they won't spend $1,000 or a couple thousand on themselves because they don't understand the value of themselves. They don't understand the value of their investment of their life, the value of the investment of every single breath that they breathe, and they wonder why they never move the needle. Well, it's just like anything else in life. You get what you pay for. You get back what you put out. And see, a lot of people aren't giving the universe something to work with. A lot of people aren't giving the universe something to flow with. And then they wonder why they're not getting anything back from the universe. You got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to be willing to make yourself uncomfortable if you want to be uncommon. When my life was changing, guess what? Because I wanted to be significant so bad, I knew I had to get around people who thought from a level of significance. I had to get around people who created wealth because they flowed from a place of significance. And it wasn't all money, 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 money talk. I'll tell you right now, whenever I get around people and it's all money, 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 money talk, I immediately tune them out. There's too much there that I don't vibe with, I don't connect with. And I think you can get to a point where you talk about money so much, not realizing that if you talked about significance half as much as you talked about money, you'd create more impact and more income. Not only that, you'd be in more of a divine flow in the way that you create. So significance will always trump success because significance is the true root to true success. And true success through true significance is how we create total life wealth. See, and it's not rocket science. I feel like a lot of this stuff, people treat it like it's rocket science and it's not. See, I realize even in my conversations, there's certain conversations I just can't have with certain people because they don't live from a place of significance. They live from a place of striving to be successful because they really think in lack. And so they're always moving from a place of lack. And when you're moving from a place of lack, constantly seeking success because you're tired of being where you are, but you're so busy trying to see what you can get for you that you can't think about how you can serve someone else. Truly successful people become successful because they make something happen for someone else. They solve a problem. When you understand that, then you understand that true significance, in order to create true success, is about service. What are you serving to the world? IG, what are you serving to the world? Podcast land, what are you serving to the world? I'm so excited, man, because so many doors are opening as I'm in this place now. Again, it's all about impact. And when I think about how I show up, I'm always thinking about what's the most efficient way I can show up? How impactful can I be and in a shorter period of time in a way that impacts more people? And so I've been working lately on developing an app. The Evolve Mastery app is going to be dropping in about 3 to 4 weeks max. And a lot of things are about to happen with that. It's going to be in the Evolve Mastery. Everything Evolve Mastery is going to be in the palms of your hand. So all the new trainings, there's a membership. If you just want the monthly training that comes with it, as well as the access to the community, to chat, to share your wins, ask questions, and content will be created around the questions you ask. Like there's going to be a whole community around the Evolve Mastery app. So I've been working on that so that I can impact more people, have everything in a central location. And in doing so, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to have more impact. The podcast is also going to be on the app. So guys, I'm working to create significance in everything that I do. My friend Kelly is flying out from Canada soon, and well, the beginning of October, she's going to be flying out, and we're going to just be mapping out everything because Evolve Mastery is preparing to create a branch of Evolve Mastery in Canada. And we're also looking at going and doing live events in person overseas. A lot of things are happening right now, but it's like I'm not caught up in the things. The things are just the byproduct of me showing up every day to be significant. Every time my vision gets expanded, it's because every day I wake up and when I think about my vision, I ask myself, what is one way I can be significant today? What is one way that I can impact not only my life, but the lives of those around me today? Just one way. I used to be so zealous, guys. I used to be so zealous when I first started this journey. And it's like, I want to save the world. I want to change the world. I want to be recognized. And a lot of it was me also seeking validation, because early in my journey, because of being abused as a kid and molested and struggling with deep depression and failing to commit suicide at the age of 23, there was a lot that was coming up for me early in my journey. And so in the beginning of my journey, it wasn't even that I was seeking success. Now that I think about it even more deeply, it was that I was seeking validation. And I felt like if I became more successful, then it would validate to the world my value. It would validate to the world what I was worth. But then I realized something. The more I impact the lives of other people, my worth is automatically seen, because it's not about Princeton. It's not about Princeton. True power and significance is not just about the self-love that we have, but it's about the selfless love that we give to other people. And so I started diving deep into this concept of love, selfless love and self-love, which ultimately brings together unconditional love. And so I started working really heavily, because I was like, if I truly want to be significant, what is the one thing that has this world so sick because it's not as expanded. It's not seen as much as we would like to see it. Love. What's the one problem I can solve in every person's life that crosses my path, no matter where they are? Love. Because at a core level, what we all truly want is to walk in a level of love, to experience love in such a way that it ignites our visions. It ignites our relationships. It ignites our passions. It ignites our purpose to serve. It ignites every experience of our life. Love is the lifeblood of everything that we are. Love is the lifeblood that fuels every vision, that fuels every passion. And see, a lot of the times people don't push forward because they're not seeking, again, listen to me here, they're not truly seeking significance. They're still seeking success, but beneath that desire to seek success, what they're ultimately seeking and wanting or desiring that success is validation. Because if I have enough money, then I can talk to certain people and I can be in certain circles. And if I'm talking to certain people and I'm in certain circles, then I'm going to be validated by these people. My worth is going to be validated, and all the struggle and all the challenges are also going to be validated. But guess what? I don't need people. I don't need money. I don't need cars. I don't need a house to validate what I am in the divine I am of all that is. I am powerful. I am great. I am amazing. I am enough. I am just enough to be great. As I always say, I am just enough to be powerful. I am just enough to shake up the foundations of this world. I am just enough to create magnified intensity. I am just enough to create a magnified shift in this world to awaken people to what they are. I am just enough to build a massive empire that's going to outlive me. I am just enough. See, because the one thing all the people on this planet will never be is me. And I am just enough to be just as great as I am. And see, I do it by being significant. I do it by living a life of significance. I do it because I love so greatly. I always say I love people more greatly than they love themselves. I see their potential, and I'm going to speak to that potential, and I'm going to challenge that potential, and I'm going to love them through it, to believe in the possibility of what they are. See, people ask me, why do I call myself a disruptor to the coaching industry? Why do I do that? Let me make it clear. Podcast land, IG land. Why do I say I'm a disruptor to the coaching industry? Why? Because I am bringing back what's unfortunately missing from the coaching industry. Everybody's putting out courses. Everybody's putting out new programs and check out this program and this program. And really, they're just trying to make money. And then they get you into the system where we're going to give you this program. And then if you purchase this program, you're going to be able to come in on this program. But all of it is a regurgitation of the same program that they've just given to you in a different way. The coaching system and the coaching industry right now, excuse me, got a little tongue tied. See, I get excited about this stuff, guys, and I'm just me. See, listen, the coaching industry is missing soul right now, and that's what I'm bringing back is soul. People are ready for connection. People are ready to feel like they can be a part of something. People are sick and tired of paying to be a part of your program, only to come out of that program and you wouldn't lift a hand to help them where they are. See, I refuse to watch people struggle through something that I've already made it through. If I can assist them right now, no, I tell my clients all the time, the people who pay me to work with me one-on-one, I tell them all the time, listen, if you want to scale, I'm not just going to coach you and tell you how great you are. I'm not going to show you how to build your business. If you are a coach, a speaker, or a high-level entrepreneur, I'm not just going to sit here and have a talk with you because you're not paying me what you pay me to have a talk. You're not paying me what you pay me to sit here and talk about your problems. You're paying me to turn your decades into days. And the only way I'm going to turn your decades into days, if I say, take my hand, join me, I'm not just going to talk to you about being a great coach. I'm going to put you to work and show you how to be one. I'm not just going to talk to you about being a great speaker. I'm going to put you on a stage. I'm going to give you a segment on the podcast. I'm going to give you an opportunity to ignite and use the gift that you have. I'm going to give you opportunities to serve, opportunities to create change in the lives of other people. See, everybody that I coach are world changers. I'm not working with you if you just want to cry and talk about all your problems. I'm not that person. If you want that, go talk to a psychiatrist. But mumbling, slurring my words, everything right now. This is what you get. See, I'm not afraid. See, a lot of people are so afraid to just be them. A lot of people are so afraid to just show up and be significantly them and to own the fact that there will never be another them, to own the fact that everything that they've ever experienced in their lives was preparing them for this moment. See, you wonder why you went through what you went through in your life? Because somebody strong enough had to grow through that experience to be a light to those who are going through the experience right now. See, so if you truly want to create change in the world, if you truly want to create a life of significance, then guess what? Guess what you have to do? You have to show up in a way that adds value to the lives of those around you. But how can you love others if you don't love yourself in the same way? How can you add value to the life of someone else if you're not adding that same value and celebrating yourself? You need to, I was talking to one of my clients this morning and I said, take time today to celebrate yourself. Go do something you've never done for yourself before. Do something you enjoy because you've been putting the work in. And see, sometimes we get so wrapped up in seeking success and creating success that we stop loving ourselves. And then we say, well, I'm serving other people. No, what you're doing is taking your oxygen mask off and you're losing oxygen. You can't breathe. And then you wonder why your cup starts running empty and you don't have anybody pouring back into that cup. Guess what? I got to have people around me who are going to love on me. I got to have people around me who are going to pour into my cup because the vision that I have is so big that it is impossible for me to carry it by myself. See, a lot of you world changers out there are so great, but the biggest problem that a lot of you have is that you are so busy trying to do it by yourself because you still flow from a place of competition that you don't realize that we as a human species, when it comes to creating change in the world, when it comes to creating a life of significance, we as human beings were not designed to flow independently and disconnected, but yet we are the most disconnected species on this planet, even though we were designed to be the most connected species on this planet. There's a problem there, people, and we got to wake up to it. Let's start calling what's black, black, and what's white, white. The reason we are struggling and the reason so many people, I don't care how spiritual they say they are. I don't care how conscious they say they are. I don't care how much they say they're going to build success. Guess what? Some of those same people are not building. Some of those same people are still broke, busted, disgusted, miserable, depressed, frustrated, and angry, trying to figure out why. And it's because you're too busy trying to do everything on your own. And you don't know how to open yourself up to love someone else. You don't know how to open yourself up to be vulnerable and say, look, my passion is this, my gift is this, but I'm looking for someone that I can partner with who's passionate about this. And together we're going to serve the world. Together we're going to create impact. See, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I can't create the impact that I want to create in the world if I am not opening it up to connect to other people, because my vision is too big for me to hold. And it scares the crap out of me, people. It scares the crap out of me in a great way, because see, I'm grateful that my vision has been expanded to the point where I realize I can't do it alone. See, because at this point, I can't afford to have any ego in the way. I can't afford to have myself looking and judging someone else, critiquing someone else and what they're doing. No, if you got a gift and you're ready to invest to take that gift to the next level, and you've been putting in the work consistently, let's sit down and have a conversation. Let's see what you bring to the table. Let's talk about partnership. Let's talk about bridging the gap between our ability to impact. Let's talk about doing the work. Let's talk about loving on people more. How can we love more people? How can we create more change? See, I am not focused on success. I am focused on living a life of significance. So see, whenever I hear people talk about success and the power of success and what it takes to be successful, I always listen to the level of significance that they are creating in that success. Because if the success is not rooted in the significance to add value and to serve at a much greater level, if the success is not rooted in the ability or in the value of making someone else's life better than they were before they ever came to you, I'm sorry, I don't want that if that's what success is. But if it's rooted in something that inspires, uplifts, elevates, and evolves, I'm all in. I'm ready to go as my time permits. But listen, if you truly want to live a life of wealth, health, and happiness, then live a life of significance. Live a life that creates impact every day. Live a life that makes someone else's life better because you were in it, because your service was in it, because your gift was in it. Live a life that speaks louder than your mouth. See, every single day I wake up, I ask that the Spirit allow the light to shine so brightly through me that people don't see me. They only see the power of what I am and what's moving through me. I ask that Princeton decrease, that the Spirit may increase in me, that I may have spiritual eyes to see and spiritual ears to hear. Why? Because I am a spiritual being having a human experience. And so many times people get locked in the human experience. They get locked in their personality while deviating and completely walking away from their spirituality. As a result of not knowing what they are, they get lost in this idea of who they think they are. And so when they look in the mirror, that person they see in the mirror that's having the struggles and having the challenges, they start to identify and say, this is me. I am the challenge. I am the life. I am what I am experiencing here. But you're not. I always tell people all the time, Princeton is going to be who I say Princeton is. My circumstances won't dictate to me what Princeton will be. My life in any area won't dictate to me what Princeton will be. Princeton will be what my divine energy says he will be. So if I say Princeton needs to be more powerful in love today, guess what? Princeton doesn't care what's happening at this point. I don't care what's happening in the external. I'm going to be love today. I'm going to create impact today. I'm going to create influence today, because every day I wake up, I'm living a life of significance. Are you living a life of significance? Are you showing up in your power, your potential, and your purpose? Are you creating your greatness? And are you giving birth to the very essence of what you are in the world every single day? As I keep saying, you are the root to the tree of your life. If you do not like the fruit, you got to go back to the root, guys. You got to go back to the root. But listen, I'm excited, guys. As you guys can see, we are here. We are moving. Season 2 of the Evolve Mastery podcast is live, and so much is on the way. I have new interviews, new topics I'm going to be diving into. But listen, guys, I appreciate you. I celebrate you. I honor you. And if you're out there in podcast land or on IG right now, thank you guys for tuning in on IG, by the way. Want to send you guys some love. You're all amazing, divine creators, but I want to say this. I have my 6-week mentorship program program, the fourth one of the year that's getting ready to launch. And if you guys want to be a part of this energy and you want to be connected to someone that's going to push the hell out of you, literally, then I invite you. Come on, bring it in. Come on, bring it in. The next mentorship program, all the information for that, if you go to the evolvedmastery.com website and you go to events, the events will show you the upcoming mentorship program, all the details. It's only $395 and it's 6 weeks of power. It's 6 weeks of power where it's just a small knit group of people where you get to talk about what you're struggling with emotionally, mentally, physically, soulfully, professionally. It's an open count where people can just be there and it's in a safe space. And you'll also be added to my WhatsApp community and so much more. And I got a lot more information on the way too. For those of you who want to get partnered with Evolved Mastery, who are looking to be a part, let me slow down a little bit because I'm slurring too much, guys. I'm super excited, but hey, this is raw and uncut. This is real life right here. But yeah, so the app is going to be coming out. And so I have 25 slots open right now for the founding members for the app. So if you're out there and you want to have lifetime access to every training that I do, every program that I do, every event that we put out through the app, and you want to have access to all of that, also the exclusive podcast recordings that's going to be separate from this, and it's only going to be on the app. If you want access to that, right now it's $1,500 for lifetime access. You guys will also be able to play a role in how we develop the app. You'll be able to give us feedback on what we can add. What are some topics you want to hear more of? And with the exchange of your investment and then the feedback that you give as founding members, you're also going to be able to get lifetime access to every training, every program, and everything that we put on the app. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM, and I can get you more information about that. But it's $1,500 and it's for lifetime access, but I'm only opening it to 25 people. After that 25, that's never going to be available again, and so you're never going to be able to get this because there's going to be programs in the app that's $995, $1,500, $45, $200. The prices are going to range because all of the different trainings are going to be different. And you'll also get one free training a month along with access to a community where you guys will be able to have conversations. You'll be able to connect and network. It's a lot of things that we're putting into this. But listen, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The evolvedmastery.com website is about to change a little bit. We're going to be making it more user-friendly, more video explanation for what we're trying to do, more information for what's happening, what's in the new, what's on the way. And so I want you guys to be ready for it. Get ready for it. And I apologize for my IG fam. I just had a call come in on my phone, so it probably cut you off. But listen, I'm hopping off of here, guys. Thank you for tuning into the Evolved Mastery podcast. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you'd like to get connected, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. If you're on IG right now and you're not subscribed to the podcast, shame on you. But I want you to go subscribe to the podcast. But don't just subscribe to it, rate it, and leave a review so that when more people come, they can see what's really happening on the Evolved Mastery podcast. Also, get over to the Evolved Mastery website. Check out what's coming. That website is going to be changing over the course of this next week. My PrincetonClark.com website is also down right now because we're doing the same thing with that website right now, and we're going to be adding a lot more detail to that site for the one-on-one coaching and for people who are seeking that level of mentorship. But that's all I got for you today, guys. Don't chase success. Create a life of significance. Wake up daily being different. Wake up daily inspiring, uplifting, adding love to the world. Wake up daily asking, how can I serve? How can I add value? How can I love people and inspire people to be greater than they are in this moment, understanding that every moment is a gift. Every breath is a gift. Don't chase success. Live a life of significance. Live a life of impact. Because if you create impact every single day, just like it was revealed to me early in my journey, almost 16 years ago, if you impact one person a day, you're already leaving a legacy. You impact one person a day, that's 365 people a year. Last time I checked, it didn't take that many people to grow a business or to develop an organization. But if you impact one, starting today, if you impact one person per day, you're going to leave a legacy. All right. So I'm sorry, my IG people, they can't hear me anymore. So I'm going to get off here. Let me do another live with them. But guys, thank you for tuning into the Evolve Mastery podcast. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can get access to all the new interviews that I have coming for the Mastery 360 segment. And we're going to take this thing to the next level. But I appreciate you. I love you. I send you grace. I send you so much peace. Step into your power. Be significant. And every day, be a new version of you, because the world is waiting for it. Love you guys, and I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.